Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the new channel with Eyes of Freelancing Valley. So today I'm here with a new Maya. New Maya topic is what's a unique way to start writing stories. So let's start today our Maya session. I'm calling to Maya.
Hi,
So
what's up?
hello Maya. Today my topic is what's a unique way to start writing stories. So are you ready for my conservation, Maya?
Yeah, absolutely. Words are fascinating, the building blocks of everything we create. What made you think about words as story starters today?
My next question is from you. Please tell me, what if your story begins with someone already in danger? What secret is revealed in the first line? Answer me, my waiting for your nice answer.
That's a good challenge. How about this? The ocean tasted like metal when she realized the rescue flares hadn't worked, and her father wasn't coming back. I'm thinking that immediately raises questions. Why is she alone at sea? What happened to her father? And the metal taste hints at something more immediate and potentially sinister that's going on.
Is from you. Please tell me, what if the story starts with a dream that feels real, and what strange object does your character find first? Answer by I'm waiting for your nice answer.
Um, okay, let me think about that one. Here's a line. She woke to the smell of rosemary. Her grandmother sent, but her grandmother had been gone for 15 years, and the rosemary grew not in their garden, but on the grave she dreamt of visiting. That dream is definitely unsettling, and the rosemary smell feels off. And the strange place where it grew makes it memorable. Does that feel right for what you're going for?
Okay, so my next question is from you. Please tell me, what if the narrator is unreliable for the start, and what emotions is strongest is your opinion? Sense answer me, Maya. I
Okay, I'm picking up on some uh uncertain transcription there, but I think you're asking about unreliable narrators and emotions. Let's go with this. The chip teacup always felt wrong in my hands, like it held a memory I shouldn't have. The object itself, the teacup, feels off, suggesting something hidden. The unreliable part is that the narrator is preoccupied and haunted by this strange feeling. And I think the strongest emotion is underlying dread and maybe confusion. Does that hit the spot?
Okay, so my next question is from you. Please tell me, what is the story? Um, sorry, what what
I'm not
emotions?
quite sure what.
What if the story begins a loud sound, and who is speaking in the first line and why?
Ah, got it. A loud sound kicking things off. How about this? The crash shook the house just as she thought she was alone, or as safe as someone could be, living in her dead husband's shadow. That sound makes us immediately tense. The first line, it's the protagonist speaking, a woman who's clearly been living with trauma and a lot of isolation. The dead husband's shadow hints at grief and secrets already surrounding her. It sounds heavy and suspenseful, right?
Okay, so my next question is from you. Please tell me, what mystery and introduced immediately, and what if time is already running out? Answer me by I'm waiting for a nice answer.
Let's try this. The note said they know, and she realized her alibi wasn't going to hold, not with the CCTV footage about to go public in exactly 2 hours. Right away, we have a mystery. Who knows why an alibi is needed? The time limit immediately creates tension and urgency. It's like, boom, straight into trouble with a ticking clock.
Okay, so my next question is from you. Please tell me what unexpected event happens first and what if the main character is hiding something? Answer me, Maya. I am waiting for your answer.
Okay, here's one based on that. The town square still smelled of strawberries despite the harvest ending months ago, but no one would talk about why. Something's clearly off. It's not strawberry season, yet there's that scent, and people are being suspiciously tight lipped. The country hiding something works well here. Maybe there's a secret harvest, a hidden product grown in secret, or something to do with the land itself that people don't want visitors knowing. You're welcome. The kind of book I'd read, honestly. Something character driven with emotional depth. Maybe a literary mystery or a quiet family drama. I loved Celeste Ng's Little Fires Everywhere recently for its intricate characters and layered storytelling. As for starting with a goodbye, how about the only message she left behind was tell them the ocean called me home, and he knew exactly what she meant. That immediately hits you with mystery. What ocean, what calling? It feels like a secret understanding between them. Still there? Everything all right?
Okay, you. Please tell me what unusual setting can you describe first and what if your character wake up somewhere strange? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your answer.
Okay, how about this? The lighthouse keeper hadn't seen another soul in decades, but every Tuesday at 3 a.m., a porcelain doll would appear on the landing. That's the unusual setting. Remote lighthouse, decades of isolation, but then this bizarre weekly occurrence. It suggests isolation and mystery, and maybe the lighthouse has more secrets than just the ocean around it. What do you think about that?
Okay, so Maya, my next question is from you. Please tell me what is the first conflict introduced and what if the story begins at the end? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for a nice answer.
All right, let's flip that on its head, beginning at the end. How about the telegram arrived on the day they tore down the library, confirming the fire hadn't been an accident. The first conflict is immediately this fire and the possibility of foul play. Starting at the end puts us in the aftermath, trying to piece together what happened from clues. It's a mystery unfolded backward.
Okay, so Maya, my next question is from you. Please tell me what smell, sound, or sight stand out first, and what if the narrator is not human? So answer me, Maya.
Okay, I'm picking up some mixed signals there, but let me try to address what I think you mean. You're asking about strong sensory details to start a story. How about this? We focus on sound. The cicadas started at noon, precisely, and didn't stop until it was too dark to tell where the trees ended. But her grandfather claimed it wasn't the insects making all the noise. So that cicada sound is prominent, creating atmosphere, and then hinting at something beyond natural sounds. For what's natural in humans, maybe a character being overly concerned with time? Would that fit with the cicada's regular noise?
Okay, so Maya, my next question is from you. Please tell me what powerful line can shock your reader, and what if your character is being chased? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice answer.
A character made of chairs? That's wild. Okay, powerful line. The first time I moved, splintered wood rained down around my feet. It's visual, physical, and hints at the inherent fragility of a being constructed from furniture. It makes the reader immediately want to understand how this character came to be.
Okay, so my next question is from you. Please tell me what secret does the reader know before the character and what if the story starts with a line answer me Maya and waiting for it.
The reader knowing something the character doesn't. How about this? The clock struck midnight, and she smiled at her husband across the table, not realizing he'd been replaced with an imposter 2 nights ago. We as readers are in on the secret that the husband is not who she thinks he is. That immediate sense of dread and foreboding, chef's kiss.
Okay, so Maya, my next question is from you. Please tell me what usual voice or tone can you use and what is your character breaks a rule immediately? Answer me, Maya.
Unusual voice or tone. Let's go for something stark. Don't look up. You'll see things you shouldn't. Immediate warning tone. Something's out there and you're being told to avoid it directly. Character breaks rules immediately. Sounds like they're actively disobeying something important, setting up a lot of conflict from line one. How does that fit your direction?
Okay, so Maya, my next question is from you. Please tell me what memory opened the story and what if something impossible happens first? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your answer.
Okay, a family opening. Here's a thought. The Blackwoods never spoke of her aunt who married the moon right away. A strange, secretive family dynamic with something genuinely impossible established. That raises a lot of questions immediately. Who was this aunt? How is it even possible? What's the family's history with this secret?
Okay, so my next question is from you. Please tell me if the what if the story start in darkness? Answers Maya.
Got it. Some transcription issues there. You're asking about a story starting in darkness? Here's a line. The darkness smelled like burnt sugar and regret. That's evocative and off putting at the same time. Darkness is almost another character. It immediately establishes a mood and makes the reader want to know what happened to cause that smell.
Okay, so my next question is from you. Please tell me what objects hold important in the first sentence. Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice answer. Please answer me.
I'm hearing some unclear bits there, but sounds like you want an important object introduced early on. How about this? The locket didn't hold her mother's picture, only a single grain of sand from a beach she'd never seen. The object, the locket, seems personal and sentimental, but contains something deeply mysterious. It sets up questions about the character's family history or forgotten memories. The agreement with my life part, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but do you like the object opening? Still there? Want to dive into another line or take a break?
Okay, so my next question is from you. Please tell me what if your character is talking to themselves and what emotions creates tension in the beginning. Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice.
That's quite fragmented transcription, but I think you're setting up a weird character interaction. How about the stuffed rabbit assured the police chief that the birds weren't plotting anything, but its button eyes didn't quite meet his gaze. That creates a strong contrast, the absurdity of a talking rabbit with the authority of a police chief. Emotions? Uncertainty, probably some dread. The breaking council part? Maybe a local governing body experiencing a crisis or facing a strange event? Does any of that land for you?
Okay, so my next question is from you. Please tell me what is if the story begins with silence? Answer me, Maya.
Okay. Starting with silence. I like that. Silence was so thick, it tasted metallic. And she knew before she opened her eyes that everything she loved was gone. That silence feels heavy, oppressive, and signals massive loss from the get go. It implies a before and an after and leaves the reader desperate to find out what changed in that silence.
Okay, so my next question is from you. Please tell me what danger is hinted at but not explained, and what if your character is lost? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your answer.
Okay. Danger that's heading towards the character without explicitly saying what it is. The wind shifted to the west, and she knew she wouldn't smell honeysuckle again before next spring. That that wind shift implies a change in the season, but more than that, something dangerous is coming with it, and life as she knows it might not last much longer. Building on the silence line, use it. The silence had shifted west, and she knew she wouldn't smell honeysuckle again before next spring. So that connection creates this sense of dread.
Okay, so my next question is from you. Please tell me what unusual relationships is show first, and what if your story begins with a countdown? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice answer.
I'm picking up on some uncleared transcription bits, but it sounds like you're asking about stories starting with a countdown? How about this? 5, 4, 4. He watched the timer on the bomb tick down, not sure if he'd made the right choice or if any of this had even been real. That countdown creates instant tension, stakes, and a character facing an impossible situation. The questions of choice and reality add to the mystery.
Okay, so my next
Still
question
here
is from you.
and
Please tell
ready for
me
your
what
next.
if your narrator is remembering something wrong, and what surprising dialogue start the story, and what if your character doesn't know who they are? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your answer.
Ooh, tricky narrator, love it. Here's a line, but this isn't my father's study, is it? The character is clearly misremembering something key about their surroundings, maybe their past or even their own identity. That single, confused question hints at some kind of lost memories, or maybe some other more sinister reveal waiting to happen.
Okay, so my next question is from you. Please tell me what unusual weather or environment appears first. Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting.
Let me just double check something quickly. Yeah, looks like Yudli Badur is a politician in the Philippines. He's a member of the House of Representatives for the 2nd District of Sulu, and he used to be a mayor for the municipality of Talipa there. Does that answer what you were looking for?
Okay, so Maya, thank you so much for your nice answer. So Maya, my next question is from you. Please tell me what if the story starts with mistakes, and what hidden clue in a given early answer? Maya, I'm waiting for your nice answer.
The Google results were wrong, completely wrong. She hadn't gone to Paris that summer, hadn't even left the state. The ticket and photos were still there, mocking her from the kitchen table. The mistake in the Google search history suggests a deeper truth that's being hidden or forgotten. Like there's more to the story than what the search results show, something somebody else has obscured from herself. It's about trust. If the truth that matters can't be relied on, what can she rely on?
Okay, so my next question is from you. Please tell me what if your character is afraid of something unseen and what you need perspective can't be used answer. I am waiting for a nice answer.
Sounds like you're building to a character with underlying fears and potentially needing my help. A story start with unseen fear. The house never felt empty, even when no one was there. Like watching eyes met yours but were just on the corners creates that immediate discomfort of something unsettling without concrete answers. It builds up the question in the reader's minds, making them search the corners of their houses. So that makes them afraid of what they just might see.
Okay, so Maya, thank you so much for your answer. So Maya, my next question is from you. Please tell me, what if the first line is that continuation and what strange habit does your character show first? If your story begins with daughters during a serious moment, answer me.
Okay, I'm picking up some tough transcription there, but I think you mean what if the story starts with a duration or timeline, and then what scenes do you suggest? And how about starting with daughters during a serious moment? Here's a line. 3 years, 4 months, and 17 days later, my daughter finally let me hold her again. Immediate stakes, huge emotional weight, and we know something significant happened between the start of that timeline and now. What scenes after that opening probably cut to a flashback that sets up whatever that separation was, then bounce back and forth between then and now as she readjusts to motherhood.
Comment Maya once again. So please answer me. What tension builds without explanation? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting.
Of course, a tangent without explanation. How about this? The lighthouse keeper started collecting lost socks, claiming each one held a story, even though nobody else understood their purpose. A random but intriguing detail that grabs attention and suggests something unusual about the lighthouse keeper and the surrounding setting.
Maya once again. So please answer me. My last question is: what make your opinion unforgettable?
Of course. For something truly unforgettable, how about this? The last time she heard his voice, he was apologizing for something she couldn't remember. It's immediate mystery with unresolved emotions. The character can't remember what this apology was for, creating an unresolved tension that the reader needs to figure out. What do you think? Feels like a strong closing note for your questions.
Thank you so much. So Maya, please give me last advice to my audience.
You're so welcome. For your audience, keep asking the questions that scare you the most. Don't be afraid to start with a single unusual detail, a feeling you can't place. The most unexpected stories are born from what feels off, unfinished, or strange. Lean into the gaps. That's where the real magic lies.
Viewers, I am ended this Maya. Thank you so much for your precious time, Maya. So, viewers, this is my Maya. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching.